Friends, now let us start the object oriented programming in Python. Okay, basically object oriented programming is similar in each language, but calling, declaration, calling, the syntax is different in each method, but the objective of the object oriented programming is the same in all languages, just like Python, C Sharp, Java. The motto of the object oops is same in each language. Okay, basically oops provide the organize the code into object rather than function or a logic. Okay, object instance basically object are a instance of a class. Okay, you can say that it is a blueprint of the class or any structure, blueprint for the creating data structure or behavior. Oops is useful for designing a complex application because it enable the code reuse and modularity and organization. The four main concept in oops: first one is a class, second one is object, and let's go on a practical. Okay, first we will discuss. First we will create the file. Okay, learn oops.py. Okay, in this lecture we will learn four key concept of oops. First one is a class, second one is a object, third one is a encapsulation, fourth one is a inheritance, basically and you can also use the five is also polymorphism. We will learn these things just like a main. Our focus is in this lecture, our focus is a class, object, encapsulation, inheritance, and later we will learn polymorphism. Okay, then what is a class? Class is a blueprint of creating object with a specific attribute and attribute, just like a data and a method. This is the class. And what is object? An instance of the class containing the data and a method defined in the class. Okay, encapsulation, basically encapsulation is a restricting the access to some of an object component, usually making variable private. If you declare any variable private, then it will be restrict. Okay, and inheritance, you know that inheritance create a new class from an existing one, reuse the code. Polymorphism, from the name you can say that more than one form of this object. Allow the object to treat as an instance their parent class. Okay, now let's in this lecture we will create one class and how the class will call. Okay, so now let's go on a practical. This one, suppose a person is a class. Okay, so I have declared CL a class, sorry, person colon, this is the syntax. Okay, .py. Okay, not an issue. 1 minute. class, oh, 1 minute, small CLASS. Actually the color is white, that's why I am confused why the class. Actually Python is a case sensitive case sensitive language. If you declare the class like this, then you will, I think you will understand, then something is going to wrong. Okay, that's why when I will create with a small letter, then automatic color will be blue. Okay, class, then person, this one is the class name. Okay, this one is the syntax. First, class is a keyword, person word is a dynamic, anything you can take, and then after that person you can declare, you can write down colon, then enter, then automatically it will take a space from class attribute, class keyword. Okay, then first define the key constructor. Okay, so first we will define constructor to initialize the object parameter. Basically generally use the constructor to define the object parameter. Suppose this first currently I am declaring with a constructor. Okay, now constructor okay, then this is also keyword def. Okay, space, then init. Okay, init, and self is a keyword also, comma, suppose I am taking name and age. Okay, anything is going to wrong, no, not going to wrong. Okay, this is that constructor is also one type of function. Then syntax is this. Okay, then self is the instance of the class, just like one object. When you know that when the class constructor is creating, that time one instance is creating. Okay, then self dot name equal to Manish Kumar, then self dot age equal to 34. Okay, this one. Now again make a method. How? If you declare the instance, then suppose you have created the class and created the object, that time if you want to display the value of initialize in the name and age variable, then you need to one method display. Okay, then syntax is same, def display info equal to self parameter is passed. Okay, then print method is, you know, the print method. Okay, name colon self dot name and okay, this one is the complete class. This one is the complete class. Okay, suppose you want to display the method, then create the on object. of person class. Now creating, creating the object person class. Okay, then person1 equal to person class, and default parameter of the constructor is name. Suppose I want to display the so I am currently I am checking not declared any variable. Okay, because I have taken the constant just like this name. Suppose I have initialize this, and age is this, and here is that I am declaring Manish Kumar, age is 34. Now this line indicate I am creating the object of person class and passing the parameter in a constructor, the name and age. Okay, now display person dot display. Okay, simple, because of now clear the screen. Okay, Python this one. Why this is, oh sorry, learn the function I have declared. 1 minute. Okay, again. This one, learn. Oops, you get the result person. क्या कर रहा है, unident does not match any order and label. Why unident does not match? What is this? Person. This one is the person class here. Okay, I have declared first parameter is a name, not an issue. Second parameter is a age, not an issue. What is the issue behind this? You know, the unident parameter does not belong. What is the meaning of this? Unident, actually the unident, this error indicate that we have made any syntactical error. Okay, that's why it is giving issues. 1 minute. Okay, this is fine. Name, anything is wrong. This one I don't know, maybe some syntax issue is there, I know that. Person, what is this here? What is the issue? Person, not an issue. Again, What is the issue here? Actually, any syntax issue is there. I know that. Here is that n is to sorry. No, here self name age colon name equal to name age equal to age. What is this here? What is wrong behind this? I think this space is wrong. What is the wrong behind this? Suppose I have taken this variable. I write down like this. Okay, here is the space issue. Now the output is this. If you want to, suppose you want to declare any static value, any method. Suppose you want to declare any, suppose just like you want to declare any variable. Okay, suppose full name. Okay, no, sorry, full details equal to self dot name plus space. Suppose I want to add age, self dot age. In this example, I want to explain how can access class public variable and outside using the object. Okay, so person one is a object. Okay, currently I am printing this print. Okay, the person one is the object, and then full detail. Okay, when you this one now what is the issue behind this self. Why you can't be use self outside. Okay, if you want to, suppose I have declare the variable here only. Okay, I want to assign the value at constructor level. Suppose like this. Okay, and initially I have declared black. I'm now execute this. The self name, this is the issue. You can't be concatenate the string and the integer. If you want to add the string and the integer, then what you will do? I think is string yeah, I think str method is there. Let's check. Is that sorry last word this one? Actually we can't be, actually this value is a blank. You can test that plus ABC. Suppose I want to check what is the value is coming from this. So now you can check that full detail variable is coming blank. So actually basically this one is the instance of the variable, but the value of the full detail is not maintaining outside. Okay, and if you declare the value here just like India is biggest country, and again at this time if you want to access, then you can get. The purpose of explaining this concept is that if you are creating any class, then class can have function, constructor, and some local variable. Actually in you can say that this one is the attribute, one attribute of the class. Okay, so here first I want to explain what is the init. If you want to, the init is a constructor method which initialize the object property. Basically this one is the syntax. If you want to declare the constructor in a Python, then you will create constructor using init. The same constructor is also one type of a method, so that the syntax is same as a method, just like a def, init, constructor. This is the okay constructor name, okay, and you are passing the self. This one is the object which contain the instance of the class. Okay, so init is a constructor method. Basically this is the constructor method. When you creating the object, that time it will be called automatically. Okay, self, what do you mean by self? Self refer the current object instance. That meaning when you creating the object of person class, that's a person1. So person1 is a current object that inside the class person1 refer the current object. Okay, and so self name and self is for property each instance. Display info is a method that print the person name and age. Okay, now we will learn again in some OOPS concept using class.